back to another episode of Vacancy at Vanilla's with who other than me, Vanilla. What's going on? How was your week? I hope it was good. It is the first week of February, and we could breathe. Everyone just take a deep breath, okay? I know January was 7 months long, but it's over. And, hopefully you can breathe. Unfortunately, yes, rent was due at the beginning of this month, like it is every month. So we hate, you hate to see that, but that's just how it is. It's just something that has to be done. So, we're here. We're queer. No, well, not all of you, but a majority. Yeah, right. But, yeah, it's the first week of February. And I'm feeling pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I don't know. I feel like this always happens to me every year around New Year's. I'm like, yes, I am going to better myself. I am going to be so inspirational, so positive, so amazing. And then like January just fucking sucks dick and balls. I don't know why. It always is just like it's a slow start for me. But dude, 2025, starting February, 2025 is my year. I'm so serious. Like, I'm not joking at all. It's really my year. It's really seriously my year. The Grammys was this week, and I didn't watch it like live as it was happening, but I saw some clips and stuff after the fact, and I did see a little bit of like Kai Cenat's stream while he was there, and pretty funny. And apparently he got his suit from Target, which I thought was hilarious. I don't know if he was for real or if he was kidding, but he kept saying that he was wearing a tuxedo from Target, which is kind of iconic if you ask me. And I saw, I keep seeing these clips of Doechii, and I mean, she is fucking amazing. And if you don't listen to Doechii, or if you've never heard her music, give her a fucking listen, man. She is just like such a fucking force to be reckoned with, girl. I don't know. She just has this energy about her that I'm just like, wow, oh my God. It is just so like, I can't even describe. I don't know. She just has this energy about her. I can't even. Me acting like I know her. I'm like, oh, guys, Doechii, she's just, you gotta, like, this energy that she has. Never met this woman a day in my life. But, I'm holding space for her. I'm really holding space for her because she just does something to me. I don't know what it is. It's just that she has this thing about her. It's just like, it's enchanting. It's mesmerizing. And I really do live for her. And seeing these videos of her, on her MacBook, she made a video of her, like, she's literally just like recording. It looks like she's recording off her MacBook. It's like 5 years ago. She made this video. Oh, great, ring light died. Damn it, I knew that was gonna happen because I used it on stream last night. I had it on for like 6+ hours. Well, it was a good 3 minutes. I knew that was gonna happen, and I forgot to charge it, but I figured I would let it rock anyway. Well, that's unfortunate. So there's this video of her where she is on her MacBook. She's just like recording. She's just like eating chips or something. And she's just like, I got fired from my job yesterday. And she's just like, okay, like, I'm just going to go to like all these like record labels tomorrow. And I'm just going to see if they like, if there's any like internship positions or something. Like, who cares? I'm just going to go. Like, literally, what's the worst that could happen? Like, and she's just saying that she's just like, I'm just going to fucking do it. And she has a lot of other videos too that I keep seeing people post of old videos of her just saying, she's like, I want to move to LA, and I just want to live, like, I just want to be, like, live my dreams. And she is a living fucking testimony. Like, she is legit living proof that if you just got to watch these videos for yourself, because I'm not doing them justice the way that she's just talking in these old videos of her, that dude, it's only delusion until it actually happens. Like, I am such a fucking firm believer in that if you really truly see yourself in a certain position, or like really believe that like a certain life that you are going to live is that life that you are going to live, like, babe, that's gonna be it. Like, it's just that fucking simple. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but I'm a firm believer in that, and I am definitely like, there are days, I mean, not days, but this is pretty much every day for me, where I will literally like sometimes I'll just go out to my car, like if I'm going to run errands or something, and I like go get in my car, and I'm just like, dude, I'm literally sitting here in my, and I've said this before, but I'll say it again and a million fucking times over again. I'm just like, I'm sitting in this car that I like dreamt about. I am living in a nice apartment. I am doing what I've literally dreamt about, and like I'm financially stable. Like this is literally everything that I've ever dreamed of, and we're just like on the tipping point of it. You know what I mean? We're just barely like scratching the surface of like what this could become. And I just think that I don't know, the internet is so fucking cool, and people are so fucking cool, and just to see people like, you know, all enjoying one thing, whether it's music or a podcast or a person or whatever the fuck, like I don't know, just having somebody like be that, like wow, like Doechii is really like, she just gives me that, like she is so fucking inspirational to me. And even though she does music and I don't do music, I mean, well girl, I'm gonna make a song just for the fuck of it, but even though it's like two different realms, it is just so fucking inspirational to see these videos of her. And like to see where she is now, and her Grammy, like when she accepted her Grammy, her speech, she literally says in the speech, she's like, I am like a living testimony for all you black girls out there that you're not too loud, you're not this, you're not that, like you are exactly what you need to be, and keep fucking being it, basically, you know. And it was just like, wow, you know, she really is just that bitch. She really is just that bitch, like plain and simple, and she always fucking will be. Doechii, you know, they could never make me hate you. Not that anyone is trying to make, no one's trying to make me hate you, but but girl, even if they tried, bitch, like, oh god, I just fucking love her. So yeah, and I'm trying to think of other stuff that happened at the Grammys that I wanted to like talk about. Oh my fucking god, on the opposite end of the freaking spectrum, there was a fucking interviewer, and I don't know what like company or program or whatever the fuck they were like broadcasting from, because you know at the Grammys they have like everybody on the sidelines that are, they'll be like, oh, I'm from fucking ABC News, or I'm with Complex, or I'm with, you know, and they like have the little microphone and they ask questions to like whatever celebrities will stop and talk to them, kind of a thing. But it's all different, not even brands, like just companies, whatever, and news outlets and whatever. And this one, I don't think it was like a super major one, because I remember seeing it and being like, this is not something that like rings a bell to me. But they had these two women interviewing, and they were interviewing Babyface. And mind you, girl, I didn't even see the full clip. I have to see the full clip. But they're from the clip that I saw, they're interviewing Babyface. And I don't know too much about Babyface, but like I've definitely heard of him, and I know that he's like a fucking legend as far as music goes. And they call him over to interview him. Like it's not like he's over here being like, hey, anyone want to fucking, like they call him over, okay? They're interviewing him. Fucking Chappell Roan walks by, okay? Chappell Roan walks by in the back. In the middle of the interview, in the middle of his sentence, okay? They're literally like have the microphone to hit, like in the middle of his sentence, okay, as he's talking over a question that they asked him. The bitch brings her microphone. She's like, Chappell, come here, Chappell. And then like she gets Chappell's attention, and he's like, oh, y'all want to do that? Okay. Like, but he was like, he didn't even say, actually the tone that I just said it was like even more like rude than the way he handled it, with such fucking grace. Literally, he was like, oh, okay, you guys want to do that? Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. Like, and then just like gives him the microphone back and goes on his way. And then Chappell comes over and they're like, yeah, sorry. Oh, Chappell, yeah. Oh my fucking God. Are you, it's like, bitch. And I'm not a fucking bitch. I'm not a publicist or whatever the fuck, but I don't do interviews. I don't know. But I'm sure if you are if you are the one that is going to the Grammys on behalf of this company, you would think that this company like trusts your journalism and your fucking ability to like read the fucking room, right? Oh my God. I genuinely was like, that is fucking crazy. Obviously, I'm sure the bitch has been fired by now. But it was just so disrespectful and fucking cringe. And it just goes to show that like, you're covering this fucking event and you clearly don't know shit about fucking music, whatever. You're just trying to get whoever's the most hyped at the fucking moment. They pulled her over for the interview. They made Babyface be like, okay, bye. And he just handled it with so much grace. And now people on the internet are literally shitting on this fucking woman. They like know her name, of course, everything. They figured it all out. I'm pretty sure she's been fired. And bitch, you are never gonna. Your career is ruined. You literally ruined your own career for like in that moment. Like, isn't that crazy how in a fucking split second your life can change when it comes to shit like that? Like, that is fucking cuckoo banana crazy. Like, girl, you literally ruined your fucking career. I also made a TikTok the other day talking about how Bianca Censori, okay, how she also showed up to the Grammys. And in the video, I had said that, you know, her body is fucking tea and she's sexy hot, which, you know, we all knew that she's fucking gorgeous. But, and how if I was built like that, that I would also be naked too. And that was all I pretty much said. But unfortunately, I did not know the entire context of that outfit and their relationship, I guess, as a whole, or really, I mean, anyone's relationship with Kanye. I mean, I know that he's like fucking cuckoo crazy, but I didn't know that, like, apparently Julia Fox in her book says how controlling Kanye is, and he's very, very controlling with his partners. I mean, which is not really surprising, obviously, because he's a fucking man with money and power. So let's be fucking real here. But I posted the video and it got like a decent amount of views, and people were like, yes, oh my god, she's so hot, I agree, whatever. And then people were like, this is such a bad take. He's very clearly emotionally abusing her and forcing her to do it. And I was like, oof, oh my gosh, wait. So I went to go, I didn't see the video of her actually showing up on the red carpet. I literally saw one picture of the two of them on the carpet, and she had everything on freaking full display, and I said, whoa, she looks great. And, you know, she's kind of known for doing the whole freaking naked thing, and she's done the naked thing before Kanye, that she's kind of always been like an exhibitionist, from what I've been told. But people are now speculating, because there's a video of her where she like kind of very obviously does not want to take the jacket off. She had a big fur jacket on. And the video, she just looks uncomfortable. She just looks uncomfortable. And you know, now looking into it more, seeing all these videos of her where she is with him, and she just kind of looks a little uncomfy. And I'm like, something isn't right here. Something isn't right. So I deleted the video. I felt bad. I was like, oh shit, I did not know the full context of the situation. Again, these are all, none of this has been like confirmed by anyone or anything, or her or him or anything, but it's just, you know, you kind of like put the pieces together a little bit. So I was like, oof, okay. So in that moment, dude, I panicked. I was like, oh my god, no, everyone's gonna think that I'm I'm the killer, and that I support this. No. And I started panicking, and I was like, no, oh my god, I don't want anyone to think that I'm just fucking misinformed. The problem is that I just I don't know the full context of things before I speak about them. And maybe I really should know the full context of things before I speak on them, you know? So this is the accountability episode. This is me taking accountability, and maybe I have said some things that are not really hot and great, amazing takes, but, a majority of the time, well, actually, bitch, I'm all of the fucking time, if it's a bad fucking take, it's probably because I just don't know the full context of anything. Who else won? I don't know, girl. I'm just going off of the clips that I saw on TikTok, because guess what? I got TikTok back on my phone, and I'm not gonna tell you how I did that, because it is not good. But it worked, okay? I may have, you know, did a little tinkering around on my phone, on my app store. I did a little tinkering around, but I got it back, baby. So we are so freaking back. But with that being said, I'm not really going on the app to mindlessly scroll. I'm really only going to post videos and fucking, girl, make money. That's what I'm trying to do. Make money and you know, essentially get more people to come over here, to come to Twitch, to come to other platforms, and, you know, come on down. So pretty much that's what I've been doing, just posting fucking videos of me rambling in bed. Dude, I'm telling you, if I had $1, well, actually, I do literally have $1 for every video that I post of me rambling in bed. But let me tell you that some of those videos of me sitting in this bed right here that you can't see, but it's right here, girl, with my little cherry fucking sheets, sitting in my bed, in my fucking pajamas, looking a goddamn mess, have made me so much money. So much money of me just going blah, 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 for a minute plus. Have made me a good chunk of change. A good freaking chunk of change. So thank you, TikTok. That is amazing. And then also, I don't know if I dreamed this. This is also coming back to me right now. This could have been something that I literally dreamt about last night, or I read somewhere. Apparently saw something where it said that TikTok is cutting the creator fund and people are only going to get paid 50% of what they're getting paid now. And I don't know if I'm literally making that up or if that actually is something real. So maybe someone fact check me on that. I literally could have dreamt of that and am thinking it's real, or I actually did read that somewhere. So thank you. And just fact check me on that. Lady Gaga came out with a new song. Have you heard it? It is really freaking good. It is good. And it is very old Gaga. And listening to it kind of transported me back to high school. Sitting on my family desktop computer in my dad's like workroom. Because I never had a laptop growing up. I never had a laptop, and I didn't get a phone until 8th grade. Which is not that crazy because literal flip phones came out when I was in they didn't come out, but the first girl that I knew who got a flip phone was when I was in 5th grade. She got a pink Razor. Her name was Lindsay. And I will never forget. I was like, holy shit. We all thought that was the coolest fucking thing ever. We were like, oh my God, this is the future. And also, I don't know. I mean, well, now every fucking damn bitch 5th graders have like fucking 2 iPhones and a goddamn iPad in this day and age. But 5th grade, when I was in 5th grade, that was crazy to have your own phone. That was freaking crazy. And then I'd say a majority of my friends started getting phones in probably 6th, 7th grade. I'd say 7th grade was like the sweet spot where like kind of everyone was starting to get their own cell phone. And bitch, we're not talking iPhones weren't even out yet, mama. Ew, that's so disgusting to say that like when I was growing up, like iPhones weren't out. Like something like, oh my God, am I 95 years old? Like that is so, I don't know why something about that just really ages me. But yeah, baby, iPhones weren't even like thought of yet. They weren't even a thought in Steve Jobs' head, okay? We had iPods. Actually, did we even have iPod yet? I don't know what year iPod came out, but I did have an iPod Touch when it came out. I do remember that. So 7th grade, I didn't have a phone. Most of my friends were getting phones. And then 8th grade, I finally got a phone, right? Okay, I finally got a freaking phone. And it was I remember my first phone. It was white and turquoise, and it was like this big, and the front part was just white, and it just had like numbers, right? It just had like the numbers and a little screen, and then you would slide it up, you would turn it horizontally, slide it up to a keyboard, and then the keyboard part was turquoise. The keys on this damn keyboard were so goddamn small. I couldn't even believe that, like, even with my 7th grade fingers that I was able to type on, because the letters were so small, is that you would always just like add an extra letter because whatever letter was right next to it. They were so fucking tiny. I couldn't believe that we used to type on that shit. And I finally got my first phone in 8th grade. And I remember, because my mom didn't want to she was like, you don't need one. I was like, Mom, I'm the only one who doesn't have a phone. Come on. Literally, that was me. I was like, are you serious, Mom? Please. So I got a phone for 8th grade. And I remember on the last day of 7th grade, I literally was like, I don't know if I got it for 8th grade graduation or beginning of 8th grade. So whatever, it was either end of 7th grade or end of 8th grade. I made everyone write down. I had a piece of paper. I was like, write down your phone number because I'm going to add you to my contacts. And then I'm going to text you, girl, when I got this phone. So I made everyone write down their fucking phone numbers on a piece of paper. And then when I got a phone, I put them in my contacts. But okay, the whole reason I brought this up was because, even after that and then into high school, and some of my friends started getting laptops and stuff. I just never had one. Didn't have a laptop. And So if I wanted to use the computer, I would have to use the computer in the one computer that was in the house, the family computer. And I'd be in there on photo booth, you know, taking fly pics and watching music videos. And yes, I did watch some Lady Gaga music videos back in the day. And I definitely remember doing probably a little bit of like fake choreo at some point. I mean, because we all did. You can't sit here and say that you didn't try Gaga choreo when you were younger. You cannot sit here and fucking lie to me, my face right now. You know you tried the Gaga choreo at least once in your life. If you are a true little monster. Come on, little monsters. But yeah, it just kind of brought me back. Like that music video, she looks so goddamn good. She looks so good. Like, oh my God. In the all white outfits, she has two different all white outfits, but the one in the end, oh my fucking God. She looks so goddamn good. And for some reason, she was almost resembling Arianka. I don't know. She was kind of giving a little Arianka Grande at some points in time, but she looked so good. I'm like, what the flip is your secret, lady? What the hell? And actually, sometimes when I have my bleached brows and wear a wig on TikTok, I do get comments saying, you remind me of Lady Gaga. Oh! And then I'd also get comments saying that you look like Doja Cat. And then I also get comments saying that you look like Eminem, you look like, and it's like literally the most ugly fucking people you can imagine. I'm like, okay, so what do I actually look like to you people? I don't know, but that's okay. I got one yesterday that was pretty accurate. It was like a small character from, so like I had to Google it. And I was like, okay, wait, actually I do kind of see this. I don't remember who it was, but yeah, people are always, I'm always getting comments like that. They're like, you look like this, you look like that, you look like, I'm like, huh? What the, who the flip do I look like to you people? So I don't really know, but it also depends on how viral the video goes, because especially when my eyebrows were bleached, and that I have like an obnoxious amount of tooth gems, which I need to get removed because some of them are falling off and it kind of starting to look silly. I will get comments when it goes like when it surpasses the level of viral that I want it to be, and now it's going on to like other parts of TikTok, like straight TikTok or like 13-year-old fucking Roblox playing boy TikTok. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why is it going that, like, when it gets to a point where it's like really, really viral and it goes to play, or like Christian mom TikTok, I'm like, no, please dial it back. It does not need to be seen by you fucking people. And I'll get comments like, what are those on your teeth? What are those braces? What the fuck are those? Or like, where are your eyebrows? What happened to your eyebrows? Are you sick? What's happening? Shut the fuck up. Oh my God. But it's just, I don't know. And then, oh my fucking God, I made I made a TikTok about Groundhog Day, and how silly of a fucking tradition it is and whatever. And somebody in the video commented, and they were like, yeah, and it's so crazy because they claim that he's immortal too, like, in laughing. They claim that the groundhog is immortal, but it's all for, like, bitch, it's the same thing like Santa Claus is fucking immortal. It's all just for the, you know, whatever. Somebody commented on that reply and was like, no, he's not. He's not immortal. Okay, read the fucking room. Like, yes, obviously this stanking groundhog is not immortal. You fucking buffoon. Like, what is wrong with you? No, he's not. No, he's not. He's just a normal groundhog, and he's not immortal. He dies and then they replace him with another groundhog. Yes, but you do not have to ruin the freaking magic of Groundhog Day. You idiot. People are so fucking stupid. Just, oh my God. I don't know how some of you, like, some of these people are allowed to vote. Like, that's what, like, literally, some of these people are allowed to vote. Like, that's so crazy to me. Oh, God, it just stresses me out. But sometimes I'll see people in the replies in the comments of my videos or other videos. I'm like, are you people okay? Like, genuinely, are you guys okay? Is everything okay at home? Like, what's going on? Talk to me. Please, 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 please. I'm begging. Just, like, no brain cells. But you know what? What are you going to do? What the fuck else? Oh my God. I don't think I got to talk about this last week because I think I recorded the podcast and then that night I watched this movie. If I already did, then forgive me, but I don't think I did. Dude, the movie The Whale. Oh my God. You need to go watch that movie. Okay, I'm not going to spoil it for you. Again, did I talk about this last week? I don't know. I really don't remember. Anyway, sorry. This movie, I don't care if I did because you're going to hear it again because it was so freaking good. This movie was, I have not cried at a movie in so long, like full blown tears. Like, wow, dude, I was sobbing at the end of this fucking movie. Um, and it's on Netflix. It's just, I'll give you the premise of it from what you'll see from the trailer. It's a story about this very obese man who kind of has just like let his life get out of control, and you meet different characters throughout it. It takes place like in his apartment because he can't leave his apartment. He's very big, and he's very big, but I'm not trying to maybe be funny. Like he's just big to the point where you can't function on your own. You need like help and stuff, and you meet different characters, and other people, and like it's all this stuff, and you learn like all this stuff about his life. And oh my God, it is so fucking sad. It is so fucking sad. And it really is, and you watch these shows like My 600-Pound Life or whatever, and you see some of these stories where and what's the little doctor from that show, Dr. Naz or not or something with an N, Dr. What do they call him? I know, but he's that doctor, he's that old doctor that's on the 600-Pound Life show, and he's low key fucking funny. He is kind of funny, but it's just like, even if you know what I mean, like it's such a lifestyle change, I'm sure, because if you are so used to, it kind of reminded me of the show in the way where a lot of times some of these people cannot even get up to make their own food and go get their own food. So they are, being fed by people that they live with or their significant others or like family members or whatever. And it sucks. But at the end of the day, it's like they are not necessarily enabling it, but like continuing the cycle. And it's a drug at that point. Like at that level, it is like literally a drug. Food is 1,000% a drug to some people. I know some people don't have like a super healthy relationship with food, whether it's not eating enough or eating too much, and girl, we were just talking about this a few episodes ago about how bitch I'm on that fucking spectrum of bitch eating the whole goddamn fucking fridge. Like I'm just hungry. I'm a hungry ass bitch, and that's just it. Food. I like food. Food makes me happy. I like to go to a nice fucking dinner. Like that is just like me and my friend Ailey. We the other night, I had the perfect day the other day on Sunday. This is what I did. This is my perfect idea of a Sunday. I woke up, okay? I went to a Pilates class, okay? I took a shower at the gym. I was like eating pretty healthy the whole day. And I took a shower at the gym. Then I went to meet my friend, and we went for a walk. We went for a walk on this like very nice reservoir trail. The weather was perfect. She got us smoothies. So we're drinking smoothies as we're walking on this nice reservoir trail. We walked for like about an hour. Okay, I go back home. I'm driving through the Hollywood Hills with my top down. I'm like, dude, this is the effing life, okay? I go home. And then me and that same friend, we had a reservation for, oops, sorry, forgot to turn my volume off for my text. Me and that same friend, we had a reservation for this new restaurant. Well, she had just been there, and she's like, it's so good, we have to go. This restaurant, it was, oh my God, the ambiance was correct. It was just like a nice, like dimly lit place, not too crowded. Food was amazing. The food was fucking outstanding. And then we had dinner at 6 p.m. I got home around, probably 8:39, and then played some Rivals and went to bed. Dude, it was the perfect fucking day. It was the perfect goddamn day. We had, oh my God, I have to tell you about this dinner. So the first course, right? We had this creamy mushroom soup, okay? It was this like, but oh my God, I don't even know how to describe it. It was just, and it wasn't like creamy and like it wasn't like white. It was almost like like the soup itself was like brown, but it didn't look like shit and nastiness. It wasn't creamy, like super like heavy with like milk base, but it was so fucking good. And it had this like oil drizzle thing on it that almost kind of like a chimichurri situation. And the soup was so freaking good. And then they gave you a little fresh piece of bread. The bread that's like hot and warm on the inside and soft and really crunchy on the outside. Oh my freaking God. And then we had, what did we have after that? And then we had spicy ice. And I made sure to try to eat good all day because I didn't want to like overdo it. Spicy vodka rigatoni. Okay. Oh, it was outstanding. And then we had a seared chicken breast or a roast chicken with broccolini and whipped potatoes. Oh my God. And then we had dessert. And then we had to get a dessert. And we had this chocolate pudding thing, but it was like a mousse and it had this fluffy like whipped topping on it, and the whipped part had like sea salt caramel bits in it. I literally was gonna nut on the floor. Like I literally was like, I'm gonna squirt. I'm sorry. It was so good. But you see how excited I get just talking about that? Like a good, like well plated, like good quality meal is literally going to do like my endorphins. Like I get a full body reaction. Like I just love it. It is just amazing, and I just can't get enough of it. I just really can't get enough of a good freaking. And that's where a lot of my money goes, girl. If I'm going to a dinner, bitch. If I'm going to dinner, bitch, we're going to dinner. And I don't mean like we're gonna like eat everything on the fucking menu. I just mean like we're gonna eat good. Like we're gonna go to a nice fucking restaurant. That's what I want to do. I want to go somewhere nice. I want to spend at least $100 bare minimum per person. I don't care. And if you don't want to go out to eat with me, fine. More for me. And save your money then, because I'm going to be spending mine. Because I'm going to be freaking spending mine. And if you live in Boston, I've talked about this place before. I miss this restaurant so bad. Oh my God, it's one of my favorites. It's called Zuma. If you live in Boston, and if you have an event or a birthday or something, it's pricey. I'm not going to lie to you, mama. It's pricey. But it's so... and it's Japanese. It's so goddamn good. So if you like sushi, if you like steaks, and they have this like the Wagyu's delicious, and they also have this truffle tomahawk situation. I don't fucking know, girl. It's so goddamn good. Oh my fucking God. Me and my ex used to go there back when I lived in Boston. So goddamn good. I fucking love Zuma. Shout out to Zuma. Zuma, if you're watching this, please sponsor me. Please. And then I think at one point there was one in LA. Like when I first moved out here, I drove by and I was like, wait, what the fuck? Is that the same one? Because I was about to shit myself and lose my mind. And then I Google it and it said that it was like closed temporarily or something. And then it just turned into another. I was like, no, was it out here and I didn't know? Zuma, come back to me. Come back, please. I will literally put down a freaking like, oh my God, if you guys do a startup for a Zuma in LA, I will literally put money towards it. Anyway, this all started because I'm talking about fucking people eating food. But The Whale was such an amazing movie. It was so good. It was so good. I need you to watch it. There were definitely parts where I thought the daughter was like doing, because he has a daughter in the movie, and she was kind of doing a little too much. I'm like, okay, bitch, dial it back. But other than that, I thought that the movie was great. The ending was mwah, chef kiss. Brendan Fraser fucking killed it. If you want a good cry, bitch, watch that movie. It's on Netflix, so yeah, go ahead. It's A24 too. Hi, Miso. What are you doing hiding down there? My little son is sitting down here. How long have I been recording? Girl, I don't know. Frick, I forgot to look at the time when I started recording. This is like the fucking like media episode where I'm just like talking about celebrities and I usually don't. I mean, I touch on shit like this, but I'm usually just like rambling about my week. I've been watching Drag Race. And if you don't watch Drag Race, girl, come on, like get with the fucking times. You gotta watch Drag Race, mama. You gotta watch RuPaul, Miss Diva Boots down the house. Pride Month ads be like, hey, Diva Boots house, come down to the big house of Boots, Cunty Slay, and save 10% on poppers. Like, what? Watching Drag Race, it's really good. So far this season, I'm gonna give. This is really for only the people that are watching. So if you're not watching, you're gonna be a little confused. I am really living for Lydia Butthole Collins. That is her drag name. And you could tell Rue lives for her too. Rue fucking lives for her. Some of her outfits are a little, I mean, I know she makes everything herself, so you got to give for the girl props. Because she's a very crafty queen, but some of the outfits I'm like, okay, you know, there's definitely some more elevated outfits versus hers. But as far as like, I'm just like kind of living for her. I just think that she's so fucking cute in and out of drag. I'm like, oh my God, she's just so cute. She just has such a cute face. Living for Susie too. I cannot fucking stand Corey King. I'm so sorry if there's any Corey King. Cannot fucking stand Corey King right now. Just because she's so opinionated, I feel like, and I have yet to see one thing from her that has made me be like, wow, not one fucking thing. I'm like, okay, so what are we, right? Because Plain Jane's your drag sister, right? So I don't know, something's not adding up. So I've just really yet to see one thing from her that, you know, kind of warrants any of her opinions on the other girls, because she doesn't really understand Susie Toots drag. But I love campy drag. Like, I'm a Willow Pill stan. Like, I live for a good camp girl. So I really liked Arietti at the beginning, and now she's kind of losing me. She's kind of losing me a little bit. Jewel Sparkle she's just there for the vibes at this point. I think she's fucking funny. Hormona is also, again, I just feel like she's just kind of there for the vibes. And then who else? And then Sam Star. I like Sam Star. I'm not mad at Sam Star. And then in case you forgot, or Acacia forgot. Am I missing anyone? I feel like I'm missing some, but I can't think of anyone else off the top of my head. Oh, well, then there's like Jules got eliminated. We all saw that coming. I'm sorry. And I really wish Lucky Stars would have stayed a little bit longer, because I feel like Lucky Stars would have had some really cool looks. So I really wish Lucky Stars was not eliminated first, because but I mean, I get it, because that look that she was eliminated for was oof. But I feel like with the kind of drag that she does, she would have had more cool stuff in her style. But eventually they would have wanted her to branch out of her box and try to do some more, like, I don't know, I guess traditional drag or something, where she's just not like wearing a massive fucking headpiece all the time. And then she would have pulled a look like that, and they would have been like, oh yeah, girl, you gotta go. So that's my opinion on that. So if anyone gave a shit about my opinion on Drag Race, there it is. So we're gonna take a call before the end of the episode today. So let's do that. And I'm still so mad Miso bit this fucking wire, and now I have to, whatever. Vanilla's Villa, how can I help you?
Hi Vanilla, love the pod. I know the boots are hung at the moment, but I'm just curious if you have any scary stories or moments you've had at the strip club. I know dealing with a lot of drunk men, or men in general, can be scary, but I'm just curious to know if you ever had a scary situation at the strip club. Because, yeah, I feel like not everybody talks about like the spooky stuff, and it would be kind of cool if you kind of dedicated a whole podcast to stripping, because I love listening to like strippers talk about their days and what to do, what not to do, even though I'm not a stripper, but I like to know the tea. Yeah, thank you, bye love you.
All right, good question. And like, that's real because there's a lot of parts of the industry that a lot of people don't consider or know about. And if we're gonna get really, really real for a second, there are things that at the club that I have experienced that I could not even talk about on this podcast, because it's bad, mama. Because it's not good, mama. Things that you really cannot even speak about on a podcast. So if that kind of gives you any idea of, you know, and things that I have seen happen to other girls, and it's a very dark, twisted place, but also can be, it's such a bizarre fucking world. It really is such a bizarre fucking world. But I mean, on a normal fucking day, yes, you definitely do deal with a lot of drunk, annoying men. There are some clubs that serve alcohol, and there are some clubs that don't serve alcohol, depending on the state that you are in. Regardless, you will still deal with drunk people, because, you know, some guys will still figure out a ways to bring in, like, like little nips or something of alcohol or drink before they get there. I mean, if you're like visibly fucking tanked at the door, they're not going to let you in. Um, but it also depends on the ownership, the front doorman. It depends on so much because, example, sometimes there's guys that show up to the club, they're fucking tanked. The bouncer's like, you can't come in. The guy slides him $100. They're gonna let him in, and then that guy's gonna fucking wreak havoc on all of us. And then so it's really it's everyone's just out here trying to make money. We kind of all work for tips, whether you're a bouncer or a DJ. Like everyone's essentially, I mean, some people are on the clock and getting paid. Like, the bouncers and DJs and stuff, majority of the time are on payroll. But they still are, they're trying to make their fucking money too. And I get it, but it's at the end of the day, it's like our safety should be fucking number one priority. And it really isn't a lot of the times. And it does suck. And I do see some situations that could have very easily been prevented. I'll kind of like, I'll be able to like catch something before it happens. And like the bouncers don't even fucking, I'm like, dude, you should have been on that. Like that guy should have been out of here 30 fucking minutes ago. Like, why is he still, I don't even understand. It's just shit like that kind of pisses me off, especially if they're not even spending money. What the fuck is the point of this like drunk, annoying guy being here? Get him the fuck out of here. And I've worked at clubs that like very much care about the girls that they have and like take it very seriously. And then I've worked at clubs that like kind of, the bouncers could like they're just there for their paycheck. They could really give two fucks. So you really want to find a club that if you are I'm not saying that you personally are thinking of dancing. You said you're not a dancer, but if anyone who is thinking of it, just know that there's a lot of fucking shit that goes down. It's like I can't even really think of like one thing. Actually, this is kind of more of a funny one, but I don't know if I've told this story. This is a bad thing that happened to me, and it was like embarrassing for me. So there was one time where I was this is when I was in Boston. I was dancing for a customer of mine, and funny thing about this guy, he was this older man, and he literally had hair like Einstein, like just big crazy like white hair, and he always just looked so disheveled, but he had a lot of money. And he was like, you are my goddess. You are the goddess of the world. And that was like his whole fucking thing. He was like, I want to be a pretty gorgeous girl like you. And and then he had this whole thing too, where he was like, I want you to teach me how to be a pretty gorgeous girl. But he also like wasn't, it was just like, I don't really know. I don't really understand. 'Cause he wasn't like, he wasn't trying to actually like be a woman. He just was like the idea of it, I think. Girl, I don't freaking know, but that's his tea. That's for him to tell it. I'll let him tell it. But but he was a little strange, but I mean, he was sweet, and he never tried anything weird. And he would just always say bitch, he's like kissing the ground I fucking walk on. I love customers like that. I love a weak ass man that is literally just like fucking trembling at the thought of a beautiful woman. Like, love that for me. So much fun. So he was just kind of one of those where he just, yeah. And I was like, okay, let's go. Come on, let's go do a dance. Cause you're sometimes he wanted to sit and talk for like a minute. I'm like, okay, come on, let's go. So we go do a dance. I don't know. The second I got in the dance room, my stomach I was like, I'm gonna freaking poop my pants. Like, I'm literally gonna shit myself. Like, what the freak is going on? And I might have told this on like very early episode, but I was like, oh okay. It was like the first song. I was like, oh my God, my period cramps. I'm sorry. They're really bothering me right now. Like, I'll be right back. And so I literally left the dance room. Like, I was like, here, take your money back, whatever. Dude, I literally was like about to fucking shit my pants. And then I had to go blow up the damn bathroom. So embarrassing, because at some clubs, they have a separate bathroom for the dancers. And some club, you have to just use the bathroom that, like, if girl customers come in, like, that's where they would go as well. So it was one of those. Thankfully, there was no girl customers in the building. To blow that freaking bathroom up, and then I was like, I gotta go. I told my boss, I was like, I gotta fucking go. I'm dying over here. I don't know what the fuck just happened. And then I told my customer, I was like, I really, I'm so sorry. I just have to leave. Like, my stomach hurts, whatever. And the next time that I saw him, he was like, are you okay? What happened? Like, he's like, that's not normal. Your cramps should not be bothering you that bad. I was like, I know. Like, just trying to play along with it. He was like, you really should go to the doctor. I'm like, no, it's just, it's expensive, and he's like, here, just please go to the doctor. And he hands me like an extra $200. He was like, just please go to the doctor. It was like 200 or 300. I don't remember. He was like, please just promise me you'll go to the doctor. I was like, I promise. So technically I got more money because I shit myself. So that was that was something that was unfortunate for me. But yeah, oh my God, you totally have to deal with like drunk, annoying, fucking horrible men that do and say horrible things. And obviously you're able to stand up for yourself and be like, fuck this shit. But my first club that I ever worked at, they kind of had this like customer is always right mentality. And even if a guy was like blatantly disrespecting you and being like so fucking grabby and handsy and like all this shit, like you were not allowed to like, you literally like weren't allowed to do anything. Like a guy could literally look at you and be like, you're a fucking dumb bitch, and like spit in your fucking face. And you would have to be like, okay, hold that thought, and like go over to the bouncer and be like, that guy just did this to me, and then they would have to handle it. Dude, oh my God. But then I've also worked at clubs where I've literally seen girls get up and smack the shit out of a guy in their fucking face, and then they like nothing, they don't get in trouble. It's like, okay, well, he was being disrespectful. And I'm like, yes, like, I kind of fucking love that. But it's just so fucking crazy how different clubs are ran. And at the end of the day, like, yeah, the money's all the same, but some clubs are just so differently ran than others. There was one time, actually, this wasn't even that long ago, some guy like bit my fucking ass cheek. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you, right? And this club was managed by women. Okay, so it was all women managers. So I told the bouncer, I'm like, yo, can you fucking tell that guy to like knock it the fuck off or like whatever? So and this is also a club where the bouncers could give two fucks about their job. So he goes, he's like, who, which one? So like, and then like 5 minutes later, he goes over there because he was like talking to some other guy. I'm like, hello, some sense of urgency here. And so he goes over to the guy, and the guy's like, he's like this. He's like, I didn't fucking do any. I didn't do that. Mind you, it was like there was cameras. Like if it really wanted to, like you wanted to go watch it back, but you can go watch it back. So then I'm just like, okay, whatever. So then the bouncer comes back to me, and he was like, he said he didn't do it. I'm like, and then I look at the bouncer. I'm like, what do you think? I just made it up? And then I walk away because I'm like, boy, I'm not about to sit here and fucking argue with you. Like, get the fuck out of my face. So now I'm fucking irritated. So then like another 20 minutes goes by. It's done. The situation's over. Like I'm already doing other shit trying to make money. And one of the manager girls come up to me. She was like, hey, so what just happened? I'm like, what do you mean what just happened? She was like, the bouncer told me that you said some guy did this and he was saying that the guy didn't or whatever. I'm like, yeah, this guy over there literally bit my fucking ass cheek. And she's like, well, can I see? Bitch, why do you need, I'm like, what? And mind you, I never had like any this was a club where you don't really need to talk to the managers unless like you need something. So I barely had any interactions with these fucking people. So it's just like, why would I make that? Like, what would I gain from making that up? She's like, okay, well, we could watch the cameras back. I'm like, okay, then let's watch the cameras back. Like, why is this becoming a whole thing now? I genuinely was like, why the fuck is this becoming a whole thing? Like, I don't understand. Like, what? So we like literally went back, and she like wanted to watch. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this is insane. Oh my God, it was so stupid. The whole fucking situation was so dumb. But yeah, it was fucking, I could not stand that goddamn club. Oh my fucking God, I could not stand that fucking club. Booty clubs in general, but what I mean by booty club, it's a club where you go, you can get a section. It's a lot of, mostly big booty girls. Everyone's throwing ones. There's bottle service. It's not like a gentleman's club. It's not like, there's not really like private rooms. There's no VIPs. It's mostly just like, these popular clubs that you see like celebrities go to and shit, where they're just throwing like a whole bunch of fucking money. Oh my fucking God. And it is fun. I love to go there as a customer. So much fun. Dude, did I not just fucking turn this on? So much fun to go as a customer, right? But oh my God, going as working there, it is literal fucking hell. A fucking guy comes in, he takes out $10,000 in ones. What do you think every bitch in there is gonna do? They're flocking over there like goddamn seagulls, okay? So there's now 900 bitches in front of this fucking group of guys that have money, begging for them to pick, them to be in their section. And then the guys say, okay, I want this girl, whatever. They usually pick like 4 or 5 girls. And then the girls they're all dancing. and the guys are throwing money, whatever. And sometimes the guys will throw money towards the stage or towards other things. So now the girls that are in the section are trying to like, they're literally like on their hands and knees getting the money so that other girls aren't like taking the money from them, because if they throw it on stage, then now the other girls on stage are trying to like, it's like hungry hippos. It's like you literally, and bitch, I would do, you would have to, that was how it was. And you'd have to like fucking get all your ones in one area, and it was like literally humiliating. Like I genuinely could not, I fucking could not stand that type of club. I'm like, oh no, I'll do a VIP all fucking day and just like talk some dude's ear off if I have to, like versus like just shaking ass for fucking 7 hours straight and just hoping that somebody's gonna throw once. I cannot do it, mama. I cannot do it. So and don't get me wrong, some of the baddest bitches in the fucking biz work at these clubs. But like Booby Trap in Miami, and especially Miami, because these clubs are open till like 7 in the fucking morning. I'm like, bro, you bitches are stronger than the fucking Marines. I genuinely don't know how you do it. How you're there till 7 in the fucking morning shaking ass. And granted, some of them make a fucking bag, but I'm just like, oh my god, I can't do it, man. I'm not built for this shit. I want to go to bed. My cats miss me. I cannot do this shit. I'm not built for this shit. So. Yeah. Sorry, I just literally went off on a whole freaking tangent. But that is the end of the episode. So, yes, Valentine's Day merch is going to be out. Guess what? Next effing week. Next Friday, Valentine's merch is going to be out. Okay? Again, it's pre-order. I'm going to say this every freaking episode. It's pre-order, okay? You order it, you wait a few weeks, it arrives. Everything is made to order. You have 2 weeks to order. Then after that 2-week period is up, I'm going to start getting shit made. And then within the 3 weeks from there, then you'll get your freaking order. Okay, girl? So yeah, go to vanillamace.com. You can sign up for email alerts, but it will be available starting on Valentine's Day at 12 p.m. PST. And the website will be open for 2 weeks. Nothing's going to sell out. It's all pre-order. So order whatever the fuck you want, as much as you want, as little as you want. And it'll get to you, girl. And I'm so excited. Thank you for supporting me. And I'm really excited to do my second merch drop. And I hope you like it. So... yay. All right. Well, love you. See you next week. Bye.